Welcome to DPI's presentation, Category 2 Budgets. A Category 2 budget is a 5-year spending limit on purchases of internal networking equipment and services. Every school has its own budget. Category 2 budgets are not assigned to school districts. Every public library also has its own Category 2 budget. It's important to note that E-rate budgets apply only to Category 2. Funding for Category 1, which includes internet expenses and fiber construction, is not limited. The 5-year spending period is from 2015 through 2019. Schools are free to spend the money as they see fit throughout the 5-year period. This could mean all in one year, some in some years and none in others, or some in every year. Every school gets a budget of $150 per student. Schools with 62 or fewer students get a budget of $9,200. Library budgets are based on square feet. Libraries smaller than 4,000 square feet have a budget of $9,200. Libraries larger than 4,000 square feet have a budget of $2.30 per square foot, and libraries located in a city of more than 250,000 people have a budget of $5 per square foot. As a refresher, Category 2 equipment includes firewalls, routers, switches, equipment racks, uninterruptible power supplies, cabling, caching services, servers and appliances, wireless controllers, wireless access points, and software upgrades needed to support internal connections devices. Category 2 services include network management services provided by a third party and basic maintenance. Expenses are counted against a building budget based on pre-discount costs, so that, for example, if a high school buys 3 switches that cost $5,000 each, its budget is reduced by $15,000, regardless of its discount rate. If a piece of equipment serves more than one building, the cost can be split among the buildings served. For example, if a $20,000 firewall is installed in your high school and the firewall manages traffic for all of the buildings in your school district, the cost can be budgeted to some or all of those buildings. How you divide the cost is up to you. For example, you can split the cost evenly among the schools, split the cost to match the proportion of students in each building, or split the cost in whatever way most effectively uses your district's overall budget. For example, a $20,000 firewall is purchased for installation in the high school, but the high school's Category 2 budget has been used up by the purchase of a wireless controller and access points. The middle school's budget has also been mostly spent, but there is money in 3 elementary school budgets. The cost of the firewall can then be charged against the 3 elementary school budgets. In this case, it will be important to be sure that the 3 elementary schools will not be needing E-rate funding that will be taken from their budgets by this purchase. 3 events can change the amount in your budget. First, when you spend money from it, it goes down. Second, if the student population in a building goes up, the budget goes up by $150 for each additional student. Third, if the student population in a building goes down, the budget goes down by $150 for each additional student. School districts must keep track of the budgets in all of their buildings and adjust them every time they file a Form 471. USAC keeps track, but school districts don't currently have to access their records. That is, school districts don't currently have access to their records. USAC plans to provide a publicly available C2 budget lookup tool sometime in the future, but currently school districts don't have access to USAC's records. Districts should be careful not to overspend their budgets, as this will likely cause problems for them with USAC. Finally, if you receive funding for equipment and services that you don't fully spend, the unspent funding will be returned to your budget.